Welcome back to Soccer Card United. It's episode 220 of the greatest soccer card podcast in the world. My name is Jason. That is Enzo. Hello, Enzo.
Hello, Jason.
We missed an episode earlier in the week.
We did, because we're a mess.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we've missed it with doing the equal amount of time that the podcast would have taken. We just ended up communicating to each other all sorts of shite. And then we just said, it's dinner time. We can't do a podcast now.
It's about that time. I'm getting hungry. I'll have to wait till Thursday. So I think we talked about, as part of that wide-ranging discussion that we ended up having instead of doing a podcast, we talked about trialing. We basically, here's the thing for the listener, right? We want to do 2 podcasts a week.
Yes.
That is our wholehearted and genuinely felt goal, is to put out 2 podcasts a week of Soccer Card United. Consistently. Over the last, I guess, 12 months, that's gotten a lot less consistent than it was in the previous 2.5 years or whatever it was.
Mainly due to background things that are positive. Like, it's ultimately a positive thing that we don't have the ability to do 2 a week, but it's also, it's like people that are super busy and don't quite have time for the gym. It's like, you could make time for the gym. Like, you could do all of this, be equally efficient and get the job done.
Yes.
So maybe it's an efficiency thing.
Like, you know, I'm trying to think of an example. I suppose I'd use your mate Gary V, who seems
himself.
to, whenever you,
Is it Mr. Vaynerchuk himself?
Mr. Vaynerchuk himself.
Do you know what I'm saying? Can I cut you off?
Yeah.
The next VCon is in LA, right?
Right.
And it's on like 5 days before Fanatics Fest. I really could have done an all-American tour. You could have let myself down with the flights.
Cleveland, LA, New York. Well,
could have been me.
But I suppose you're high up enough in the Aer Lingus organization that they could sort you out.
They're not doing that now at this tier already.
I think at this tier, I think you'd be surprised when if you call that platinum helpline.
Oh, you're right.
What they could do for you. Yeah.
Wow, something to think about.
So don't write yourself off just yet.
LA is very far. Anyway,
not from Cleveland.
You're saying do a full triplet, do all 3.
I don't know what you're saying. If it's 5 days before Fanatics Fest, then it's 5 days after the National.
When's the National?
Isn't it?
No, Fanatics Fest is on like the 16th. This is on like the 9th to the 11th, I think. So there's still
so there'd be a week in between. But would you want to go transatlantic?
Not particularly.
Later in the week.
A better man would have just... I don't really want to be gone to America for a month either, I suppose.
I'm sure you could find, a couple of card shows to keep you busy in the meantime.
There'd be a few card shops I could visit.
Yeah. Enzo's big
American tour.
Big American tour, yeah.
American hobby tour. That'd be brilliant. In a different life, I would have planned it all.
Cleveland and LA.
Oh, card show roadshow.
Card show roadshow, yeah.
Wow. I messed up big time. The people are missing out on what would have been the greatest Soccer United vlog to date.
It would have been unbelievable.
I'm devastated. Jason, what were you about to say? Gary V, you're using him as an example.
Oh, yeah, for podcasting. So, the way you always see, he's always like talking about how busy he is and how much work he does and stuff like that. And yet he seems to have endless time to sit around and talk to people on his podcast or his Instagram or whatever. Which I guess could be the work he's talking about. But anyway, when you see him in his glass office talking to, I don't know, I'll give you an example who he's talking to.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah. He's talking to Charlie D'Amelio and he's like, he has all this time to do a podcast. Outside that glass office is a bullpen full of people running around coordinating who's coming in tomorrow. Diplo is coming in tomorrow and we have to get these tweets out or whatever. There is no bullpen outside the Soccer Card United studio. It's just us going back and forth.
But you get there, Jason. We'll get there.
Anyway, all this is leading to, we're going to experiment with a new schedule, which is instead of Monday and Thursday, we're going to commit on a temporary basis to Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay. They're close. They're back to back, Jason.
I know. So the downside is that it's back to back. So really, you need a big news day on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's like Thursday's going to be lacking from now on. Tuesday will be blockbuster and Thursday will be lackluster.
Maybe Thursday will be more of a discussion episode, more of a kind of a let's get in deep into these topics as opposed to kind of a news show.
Let's bring a guest in.
No, let's not bring a guest in. Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
And I hope any potential guest listening didn't take that Seriously, don't message and say, heard about the new format.
I'd be happy to be. Yeah, would love. We're horrible. Sorry, continue.
No, only the people who want to appear on the podcast.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but if you really like the podcast, you wouldn't want to change it by,
corporatizing it.
By these guests.
Would you accept a sponsor at this late stage, Jason, of your podding career?
Would I accept a sponsor? I mean, part of me would love a sponsor.
You'd love to get the creative control to do the sponsor bit, the piece.
I'd love to be able to write my own ads, or even like if they have their, they send their copy and we get to kind of read them in a kind of tone.
I'm not sure. I don't think that suits Enzo's character.
Yeah, and then just to to just kind of get the, for Snickers or somebody to come in and just take a load off. Just here's the Snickers money.
Yeah, don't worry about that now for a week.
Don't worry about that. You're a Snickers man now. Just say you're not you when you're hungry at the end of the podcast, and you're all set.
That's it. That'd be brilliant. I see. I'm not a Snickers guy. You see.
Okay.
I'd be a phony straight away. I'd be an absolute liar. I'd be here with the bar going, "It's delicious," but I'd be lying.
Right.
I'd be a sellout. I'd be a sellout, Jason.
What kind of chocolate bar could you advertise sincerely?
I like double deckers, although I don't think they're in the business of promoting.
Okay.
I mean, Cadbury's, glass and a half. I could go with that one. A glass and a half in every episode.
Yeah, that's right.
A Twix, a Kit Kat, white Kit Kat. The white chocolate Kit Kats are actually my current favorite right now.
The white chocolate Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that would be one, yeah, for sure. Or like Milky Bar.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just Googling who owns Snickers.
Or is it Milky Way? Hold on. This always confuses me. I need to get it right if they're going to sponsor
there's a Milky Way and there's a Milky Bar.
Yeah, but the Milky Bar is the white chocolate. That's what I'm talking about.
So you like white chocolate in general?
I'm a big white chocolate man for sure.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think if you're going to get a chocolate sponsorship, you want Cadbury's to be the one to come in.
Are they not like fairly... They're Irish, are they? Are they local?
No, Cadbury's are based in Birmingham, I think, around there.
But we have like a Cadbury's factory here.
Factory, yeah.
I've been to that near Easter ones. I got to make an Easter egg.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, so
this is the kind of personal testimonial that the sponsors would love.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Jason, I have a relationship going back to childhood with Cadbury's. I remember when I was a little boy, etc., etc. Brilliant.
Be brilliant, yeah. That's it.
Yeah. If anyone is a commercial agent that can get us some sponsorships with a confectionery manufacturer,
please reach out. Oh, do you know what? Kinder. Talk about the Italian in me. The Kinder Surprise. Every day we could open an egg, a Kinder Surprise. What's in the box? What's in the Kinder Surprise?
But you know what? I immediately see an issue.
What?
Our listenership is, I won't tell you exactly, but it's a significant portion of our listenership is in America, and Kinder Surprises are banned in America.
Because people choke on the stuff inside?
I guess so. I don't see how it's any more dangerous than lots of other stuff they do, but yeah.
I'm devastated. I'm absolutely devastated.
So they'd say, "Come on, you're only advertising to a portion of your listenership. We need a something a global product
that can get them all."
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Coca-Cola, maybe.
No. I'm not a Coca-Cola man myself, Jason.
But they make other products. What about Fanta?
I love Fanta. Yeah, absolutely.
That's from the Coca-Cola company.
Yeah, but can we not be sponsored by something healthy? Like Aer Lingus.
I don't think they're particularly good for the environment. The Irish Dairy Council could sponsor us.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on about dairy these days. People aren't sure.
That's right. Yeah, people aren't sure on it. Yeah, that's right.
Our dairy products are brilliant. Dairy. Our dairy products are brilliant. But I don't think it captures everyone. For me, like, Guinness could be a good one, but people will say that hobbies also for kids, so you have to just promoting alcohol. Promoting alcohol is never a good thing.
Do you know what we could do? We could go to the back door that a lot of organizations use, and you advertise Guinness 0.0.
That is clever.
Yeah. It's an alcohol-free beverage.
Do you know, what's the problem? A lot of podcasts these days get sponsored by gambling companies, Jason.
That's right.
Imagine being sponsored by Fanatic Sportsbook.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, there's only one gambling advertisement I'd accept, and I'm not going to say what it is live on air.
Okay.
But you know, Jason.
I know which one it is, but I would be negotiating with them very sternly.
Oh, I know what they've made off me alone.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, listen, let's get on with the show. We better. So,
Circle K
starting
Irish
off-
Water brings you Soccer United episode, I don't know, 220. How are we only on
220, yeah.
220? Jeez.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, because stuff like this keeps happening.
We got to
don't
get
edit.
Tuesday. We got to get on a solid Tuesday, Thursday footing, and
Honestly,
get
Tuesday,
these numbers
Thursday,
up.
Sunday, Jason. Clear your schedule. We're going to be podding till we die. Come on, let's go.
All right. The Tops Industry Conference happened this week.
Can I say?
And yeah,
I know I'm disrupting the.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like a bad school child here. I would have loved to go to that industry conference. I know I'm not based in the United States of America. At least throw me an invite. It would have been brilliant.
Yeah,
That's
it would have been
idea.
nice to invite you over.
I'd have gone.
Is that so hard?
Atlanta. I have a friend near Atlanta. I think in Austin. I don't know if that's near. Maybe that was an absolute insult.
Now, I have to say you've made an absolute rookie error there, because we are going to get letters upon letters upon letters about that. Yeah.
Oh, I made a big
It's
geographical. I'm Googling it. Where is Atlanta?
you messed up.
It's like a similar enough area, is it?
No, I think they're both in the southern half of the country.
You do forget how big.
Yeah.
Where are they based? They're based in Austin. Austin,
So,
Texas versus Atlanta,
Austin, Texas,
Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
No.
Yeah.
I've absolutely had a mare, Jason.
Yeah. People are going to write in
14 hours in a car. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's absolutely. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm never going to visit that friend. Jesus Christ. She's miles away.
And by the way, don't write in and say 14 hours isn't that much of a drive. You know, we don't want to hear it. Don't.
Jason, if Jason,
let's not.
Yeah, if I was confident that Jason could edit this podcast, I wouldn't even have to worry about it. But I just want to say, don't bully me, all right?
Yeah. It's not his fault I didn't cut that out.
Not at all. And I instantly cut it, by the way. I didn't say it. I don't know. So just relax, everyone. Please. Don't come at me. Tops Industry Conference, Jason. I'm going to stop talking now because I know I'm going to get a DM. It's going to upset me.
The Tops Industry Conference happened this week, and lots of stuff was announced. But I want to just go to, there was some great updates being provided by lots of organizations, but I found that on the second day of the conference, Card Collector 2, Ryan's Instagram stories were very informative, very nicely.
He took flight.
He kind of, it was thrilling to watch. And he had a load of updates from Tops about what their plans are for soccer.
Okay.
So starting off, people will have already actually heard this one, that for Tops Chrome UCC, we're going to have jumbo and breaker SKUs coming this year, as well as just normal hobby situations. So for anyone who doesn't know what a SKU is just a variety of the product.
Different format.
Different format, yeah. I guess it's a retail term, manufacturing term, whatever. Enzo, how do you feel about jumbos and breaker formats coming to Tops Chrome UCC?
I like it. I think if you're going to give me a jumbo and a breaker format and you're not going to give me light, I'm into it.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's better to have as rich a kind of basic version of the product as you can have. And then if people want to upgrade and go beyond that, like somebody said, there's three autographs in a jumbo in baseball, maybe. So if you want to have that kind of you want to get extra, get a bit more bang for your buck, that's fine. But you should be able to buy a really nice hobby box and, as you say, not be kind of tempted into going light and then not enjoying yourself. Sapphire happening too. Sapphire autograph per box. We've gone from introducing Sapphire autos to UCC Sapphire last season to now having an autograph per box. Sapphire auto per box, but less boxes than normal. In terms of Sapphire, Enzo, do you think this is the right direction to go in? Reduce the print one, make the product richer? Or should it be like other years before last year, maybe, where it was like Sapphire for everyone?
No, I think this is the way to do it. We'd actually heard that this might happen last year at the National, and we were invited to a nice soccer roundtable, and we kind of got some little small tidbits that Sapphire was going to be under the microscope, and they're going to try and prove it. So it's great to see that's coming true. Yeah, in general, I mean, I'd expect the price to be high if we're kind of going off Formula 1 Sapphire, which I think kind of followed a similar format. Obviously, not an autograph in every box. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on the price point, of course. It depends on how much is printed. But I think when you're removing stuff like light, I think it's better to just create higher value, richer products than to print lots of products.
Right.
If you're trying to hit the same financial target, say, internally.
Yeah.
It's better to do that. And as we've seen with F1 Sapphire, the price is held, whereas the Chrome didn't. So hopefully, Champions League Chrome isn't too similar to F1 Chrome. Mm-hmm. And instead, the jumbo format, etc., kind of balances out the print run more.
Okay. Yep, I'm with you. Some nice case hits too, like Hobby Masters and White Noise. 1 of 1 Super Factor Chrome trophy being added. We'll have to see, is that because it's the UCC, so is there one for the Conference League, the Europa League, and the Champions League, or just the Champions League? That remains to be seen. And never been done by Tops. Was it not a Bundesliga?
Yeah, but never done in the Champions League, I suppose. Yeah, yes, no.
I mean, look, this was kind of live reporting. I'm not, it's easy for me to sit here.
Have your opinion.
Yeah, have my little.
No wonder we weren't invited to the industry conference. You'd have been like, sorry, actually, the Moishes talent in a.
Yeah. You ever hear somebody called Mario Gomez? Anyways, Zlatan, Messi, and Ronaldo triple auto. Messi, Ronaldo, and Lewandowski triple auto coming as well. Some big time chases. So they're going for Chrome. I did hear somebody say on the basis of all this news that there's only so many times you can put Messi and Ronaldo on as an auto, a dual, or as part of a triple auto before you start to reduce its grail status a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very
fair.
We kind of had that same conversation about the Haaland Ronaldo from Topps Finest Euro 2024. It is a natural consequence of doing cards apart, out of time.
Yeah.
That how do you impose a limit? How do you make a product and then not just say like, oh, by the way, stick some Ronaldo, Messi dual auto in there just to.
Yeah, because on one hand, it's like if that chase is not there, you're wondering why it's not, and then if it is, it's kind of like, the imagery is going to help it a lot. I think always having a different kit or different image is going to help that, I suppose. But and I honestly think keeping a super short print is the way to do it. Like honestly, of 5, 1 of 1, that's it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I think that's right. You can put them in every product, but they can't have loads of parallels in every product.
Yeah, they definitely can't be base, which I don't think we will see. They can't be off 10s even. I think that's a stretch. And to be honest, like seeing like a triple auto with them and Lewandowski doesn't do anything for me. I understand. It's like, when they were battling it out, Lewandowski also kind of got up there at one point as well. It's like, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
I understand it, but like, I'm good. At least, like, obviously, they did Modric last year, but again, that was a card that was like, you didn't know how to feel. Modric is an all-time great, obviously, but it's like,
yeah,
where are they all together? Why is it not like, yeah, where is why is Ronaldo not triple autoed up with 2 Real Madrid superstars?
Yeah,
that he played with at the time. Like, why is it not like Ronaldo, Modric,
Benzema, Bale?
Yeah, but even like Ronaldo, Modric, and like Ramos. I don't think Ramos is signing at the moment, but you know what I mean? Like, give me some of that. Like, why are you crossing them over and doing the same ones all the time?
Yeah. I mean, I think with Zlatan, Messi, Ronaldo, and then Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, I think Zlatan, Lewandowski, you can kind of see what that is.
There's a dual auto there.
Messi, Ronaldo. There's a dual auto there. But these triples, and again, we've been calling for triples and quads and booklets and everything.
Like, why are you against creating a triple that isn't a $100,000 card? Why don't you make a triple that like some Milan fans are going to be delighted with, or some Porto fans are going, that's unbelievable? Like, why does the book stop at Messi, Ronaldo, and Lewandowski and Ibrahimovic? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what the triples were last season. There was one with
Neymar,
Zoff, I remember, on it.
There was Neymar, Vinicius Jr. and Lewandowski, I think, was one.
Right? Yeah. That sounds like one. Yeah.
But that doesn't do like that's just. It's like they don't respect that you can triple auto with the same team and have it be class.
Yeah, this has happened again. We've had this conversation about national teams as well, and now it's coming up with clubs. I don't know if it's an American sport versus European sport thing where the team identity is much more important than the player identity. The clubs are linked to places, the players are linked to clubs. It's a lot more kind of maybe territorial or tribal than if the Raiders can go from Oakland to Las Vegas. Who really cares anyway?
Yeah, but like if you had an Atletico triple auto of, let's say, Fernando Torres, Griezmann, and Suarez,
yeah,
how would you feel?
I'd feel great.
Yeah, but it's like, so why don't they do it?
I know.
I don't understand. Why are they like, we could take Suarez and put him with Lewandowski and Messi? But What are you doing? What's who's making these decisions?
Here's I'll just show you a couple of triple autos from last season. This is the kind of thing you're saying. Tony Adams, David Seaman, and Martin Keown. Perfect.
Checks out.
Now, is that a $700 card? I don't know. This one we have Henrik Larsson, Michael Owen, and Patrick Kluivert.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine.
But that's fine. Like that's a fine jumbo of triples together at grand. Like they don't all have to be the same club, but it's like I don't know what motivates them to do this. Like how do they come to that, or how is there not just much more? And you could argue there's not loads more combinations because they're like, yeah, we're going to do that next year. If we did them all this year,
look, there's your Milan one. Crespo, Kaká, Maldini.
Love it. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Adds so much to a card. But it's like, why is there not more of that? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is there not more of that? Like, why is it like...
Yeah.
Why can't there... Like, if you made loads... And like, again, even those, I think there's base ones and stuff like that. Like, they're too common. It's like, why not have duels and triples for all clubs and different combinations, but they're all 5 or 1-on-1s and they're all their own unique thing that are actually super hard to get.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something weird about Topps. Like Topps do a great job a lot. That's an unbelievable. That's how you do 3 players at 3 different clubs, and like that is we need to own that card. By the way, Jason,
that's the dual class triple auto.
That's a dual class triple auto, and it's unreal.
Yeah, but this is for anyone listening. Is Bellingham, Pedri, and Musiala on a triple auto?
Come on, that's unbelievable. But like, imagine they had that the year they were all rookies. Like that would have been crazy.
Yeah, and I like this because it's something of those players that's not their rookie card that keeps the interest in them, that can be a high value card. Listen, I
suppose it's tough. Like if you have the license for the next 20 years, whatever. I don't know if that's the case with soccer, but like if you have the license, how do you keep it fresh? Obviously, there's always young players coming in like that, but like how do you keep it fresh with all the legends you've signed up and all the other players? And it's, I suppose, easier to criticize it, but at the same time, for me. There should be no base triple autos. There should just be a whole collection of doubles and triples and all this sort of different stuff, and they should all be super rare,
right?
If possible.
Moving on to finest Ronaldo's idols being added. We knew that. Rivals dual auto Messi Ronaldo. Yeah, big rookie from Barca. That's Lamine Yamal. Stadium Club adding a second SKU, members only. So we saw members only Stadium Club cards last year, but now we're going to have its own SKU. With members only short prints. Women's Champions League Chrome. Multiple SKUs including Sapphire draw cards. So we saw them in Flagship this year, did we? The Champions League draw cards.
We did, yeah. They were in Flagship last year as well.
Right.
Both years.
We're also going to get patch autos coming to product and Merlin as well. So Merlin women's confirmed.
Was that Merlin Women Euro maybe? Potentially.
I think it was confirmed separately that it's Merlin Women's Euro. Yeah.
The members only, I don't know if that has existed. I don't know if that's existed. I know like we've seen members only in Stadium Club last year, but I don't know if a members only SKU exists already in baseball. Probably does. But I'm not sure. Because I don't know what to expect in that is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm having a look here.
I see a 1993 NBA Topps Stadium Club members only. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm looking here. Look at this.
Let me see.
Members only. This is like a binder, I think.
Yeah, the complete set.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's obviously existed throughout Topps and all the American sports, so the Americans will know a lot more about what to expect here. These all seem to be like complete sets and stuff like that, so I don't think that's what we're going to see. But yeah, I mean, Stadium Club is such a successful product. If they made a kind of rarer SKU where there's bigger hits or more hits or whatever, I think it'll go down well.
Yep. Midnight Bundesliga is coming.
Oh no.
And Tier 1 Bundesliga is coming back.
That's a funny way to say like a midnight with the 3 autos is not taking over from Tier 1. We'll have both.
Oh yeah, don't you worry.
Yeah, don't worry about premium Bundesliga product. But again, museum is gone, isn't it? I think so.
Bundesliga
Tier 1 took
museum
over museum.
Gone, yeah.
Okay, tell me, here's one for me. Tell me.
On the Bundesliga, so last night when Dortmund beat PSG at home in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final, it confirmed that Germany was going to have 5 Champions League spots next season.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that next season we're going to have 5 German teams in the Champions League, plus whatever German teams are in the Europa League and Europa Conference League. So they're all going to be covered in Topps UEFA products, potentially 7 Bundesliga teams, right? But they also have the Bundesliga license, and there are now only 18 teams in the Bundesliga.
Wow. So 7 of the best are going to be kind of taken.
So the top 7 from this season are going to be in UEFA product, and then the other 11 from next season are going to be in Bundesliga product. That's tough.
That is tough. But like, it's funny because I feel like if Topps didn't have the Bundesliga, you'd be crying out for them to have it, to have a league. You know what I mean? I know it's like
yeah.
It's weird because if they had the Spanish league, there'd be some comparisons there as well to a degree.
Yeah. But you do kind of think that, like, see, the thing about the Bundesliga is, and we know this because we are in the EU and we've been to loads of German card shows and we have Bundesliga products and all this stuff. Thing about it is, you would think, 5 German clubs in the Champions League this season, that's brilliant. That will mean the Bundesliga stuff be more collectible because it's like the German league must be getting better and better, and there's more star players there and rookies and everything like that. But somehow I don't think so. I think the increase in supply is going to diminish, kind of
what demand was there.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Like, I mean, they haven't been blessed with a big rookie since the 2019 or 2020, I suppose, with Jude.
Yeah.
And the print runs were crazy at that point in time. I'd love to know if the print runs are bigger or smaller now, but it feels like, obviously, I'm assuming they're bigger, but it feels like they're not, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The 2020 stuff just never popped off fully. There was so many SKUs back then. But yeah, I don't know. The Bundesliga, it's a weird one. I suppose, like, a lot of things come down, Jason, to just the price of the product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing everything they can.
If everything's cheap and cheerful, then it doesn't really matter.
That's it. And I think that's where the problem is, the bottleneck, because they're not really necessarily cheap and cheerful. You know what I mean? Like, you can, if you just look at the past years of each product, and Panini are guilty of this with Premier League. Yeah, continue.
I just want to say, so you're going to have the 7 teams covered in the UEFA competitions. You're going to have the other 11 teams plus the 7 originals covered in Bundesliga products. And you also have, if you go by this season, Dortmund, Bayern, and Leipzig licenses held by Topps, and Eintracht Frankfurt held by Panini. So you're going to have 4 teams with their own team sets. The whole league of 18 teams being covered by Bundesliga Topps, and then 7 of those teams covered in UEFA. So the Bundesliga is like, Germany's a massive hobby market, but like, they'd be doing well to keep up.
Yeah, I think it'd be fascinating to chat to Topps and figure out why they would take the Bayern and the Dortmund license, considering they have Bundesliga. And it might be as simple as because they're the big teams in Germany and we don't want Panini to buy those licenses and be able to get involved and create prisms and stuff. And that's probably the answer. But it's a bit of overkill for sure.
Yeah. So you look at that and then you compare that to France and you go like, come on.
Yeah, someone do something in France, please. But even if you compare it to Serie A, La Liga, and Premier League to a degree that Panini have, like, there's not that many products. I mean, Premier League does more, but like, if you look at like La Liga last year, what was it? Select, maybe
Select,
Score,
and they're included in Chronicles.
You know what I mean? It's a big difference between that and then as many probably several different SKUs, and then obviously Champions League is covered by Topps. And then if they had like Select La Liga, but then they also had the Barcelona and Dortmund license, or Barcelona Real Madrid license, and then I understand what you mean. The German league is not getting a fair chance to expand its wings, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's also interesting. You look at like, as I say, the Germans have Leipzig, Bayern, Dortmund, and Frankfurt covered by team set licenses. In England, the Premier League, you have your Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea. In La Liga, you have Barcelona, Atletico. France, you have Paris Saint-Germain. In Italy, I don't think. Are there any team sets in Italy? I don't think so.
Juventus.
I forgot about.
They had them. I don't think they've done it. Oh, they did Juventus Chrome. Yeah. So Juventus.
Yeah, that was last season. Yeah. So it's interesting because it almost seems like once one club or 2 clubs, I mean, one club's whatever, but once a couple of clubs start buying them, like, don't know, maybe Germany's just a massive hobby market, and that's why you can get like a Leipzig license and it's okay. But like, interesting.
No, it is. I mean, obviously you can't do anything about them all qualifying for the league, for the Champions League.
No, and that should be a good thing. Is the thing that should be brilliant.
It's confusing. That's all I can say. It's confusing.
I had a conversation with somebody recently, and we were talking about prices and all this stuff of cards, and he said, he goes, look, Jason, the fact is player performances don't have an effect on cards. It's much more complicated than that. That's one small factor, and how well the team's doing, how well the cards are doing. You know, if you thought that was the reason why cards were moving up and down in price, you'd be smashing your head against the wall. And I was like, get that right. Get that right. So moving on from the Bundesliga to an even more exciting league, the MLS. The MLS debut patches that we've seen in their shirts are coming. 3 products, Chrome, Finest, and Renaissance, will feature those debut patches. Renaissance, MLS Renaissance, which you saw last year, is back, but this time with Messi on-card patch autos. Let's go.
My goodness. The beautiful pink kit in a patch autograph for Leo Messi. I love it.
Wow. Incredible stuff.
I love that. It's so hard because it's so hard to rip MLS product. Because I've opened a couple of MLS Finest just trying to get that on-card Messi auto, and when you don't hit Messi, you're just looking at everything else going, oh, God.
Yes.
Look at this.
Yeah, when I hit my Victor, who did I hit? Oh, yeah, man, the Kenyan fella used to play for Spurs.
Victor Wembanyama.
No, that's the basketball player.
What's your man? It's similar.
It's similar. That's I could only think of Wemby as well.
Isn't it like
Victor Wanyama? Victor Wanyama.
So close. Come on, give it to us. We're having a mess, by the way. If you want to skip the Monday podcast, you can't come in on a Thursday and put a performance like this in.
Anyway, I got an on-card out of him when I opened MLS Renaissance, and I would have preferred Messi, is all I was going to say. That wasn't worth it. So that's a few bits from the soccer plans. So basically, I think for soccer, the message from Topps is more products, richer products. Here we go.
Yep, that's it. Here we go. And like they have the Euro license. Obviously, that's where the problem is, though, Jason. Like even like Pristine has had a very negative reaction with a lot of people. I mean, I've seen a lot of it open, but in general, people are like, "This is crazy." And like for me, it's like I'm not a fan of the Pristine designs. Don't get me wrong, but it's the price. If the price was cheaper, everyone would be like, "This is fun." Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
I seen they explained the tri-pack. That was brilliant because I never knew what that meant, and now I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those little dolls, whatever you call them.
The babushka dolls.
That's it, one of those. But yeah, it's like the price point was just so high. And to be honest, it feels like when Panini did Road to the World Cup Mosaic, and I think they pre-sold that at $350.
Yes.
And in fairness, they got away with it. No one really skated them too much. I think everyone struggled on it. Jason has disappeared.
Enzo, I've reappeared. Sorry about that. I had to do a quick camera change there. You were talking about Mosaic.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but I was basically just saying, if the prices were lower, which obviously in a corporate world that is an absolute sin to say. Yeah, because they're saying, hold on, for the same work, energy, license, time, production, we can get more money than less, and it's significantly more. So I understand why it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But like the prices are like the only thing kind of holding stuff back at the moment. Like not in general, but like Pristine is a success if it comes out at $150, $200 a box. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. Yeah. And
everyone's having fun. Everyone's breaking it, going, "This is crazy. This is brilliant." Blah blah blah. And people are probably still getting wrecked on the boxes, but they're not getting as wrecked.
I do feel like, and we've talked about this extensively when it comes to F1, but I am feeling it in soccer as well. Like we're doing our best, especially in kind of the global hobby, because obviously America is its own market. But it's like you look at the amount of card shows that are in Europe now, the amount of people that are breaking in Europe now, all this stuff going on, the amount of content creation happening and all that. And it's like we're really trying to grow. We're really trying to say, if somebody, when we started in a hobby, if you were in Ireland and you wanted to get into soccer cards, it was really difficult because it's like you had to figure out either you would go to one of the 2 people that are doing anything like it in Europe, or you figure out how to ship to and from America easily, or whatever. And now if you have a friend that's like, "What's all this card stuff?" You're like, "Yeah, listen, where do you live? Right, there'll be a show soon near you, and you can do that, and you can do this, and yeah, this guy sells these supplies and such and such." But while all that's been happening, prices have been increasing. So now we've built all this infrastructure to be able to welcome people in and to give them a good experience when they do come in, and they don't want to come in. Because it's not like, yeah, sure, throw £100 in, see what happens. It's like, yeah, get the checkbook out. I'm gonna need the guts of £500 off you here.
Yeah, buy this for 500 quid, and when you ask me how much is the stuff I hit worth, and you're saying, oh, nothing really.
Yeah, I don't know. That could be 60 or 80 euro total. Yeah,
that's where we're at the moment, Jason. That's it.
Yeah,
as they say, like if people keep paying the prices, then there will be no change. So you just have to keep it going. But hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, Euro Chrome is a big success when it comes.
Do
you know what I mean? Hopefully, it's because like
I know what you mean.
Price it right and don't print it like crazy and let it be. But who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Indeed,
knows? Nobody knows.
Just a couple of bits to go through from the Topps Industry Conference as well. Zlatan signed an autograph deal with Topps.
Let's go.
So the first autos for Zlatan are going to be in 23-24 Topps Finest UCC.
And they will also appear in an AC Milan kit. They will. They said as much right there.
To stick Zlatan in the promotional art and an Inter kit on the week that the Inter fans were giving him so much grief all week in their post-title celebrations, and he's firmly landed in the Milan camp. And when it comes to his loyalty in that city, is a choice, but that's okay.
That's fine. He played for both of them, you know.
He played for both of them, yeah.
I love the MLS debut patch.
Yeah,
there's a lot of drama, semi-drama about the Messi, because I think Messi made his debut before the debut patch existed, so people are kind of going, if there's a Messi debut patch, it's a complete unnecessary ridiculousness.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Some tennis news. Carlos Alcaraz signing.
You refuse to give tennis any airtime after Top Scrum Tennis 2021.
I can't. I'm fuming. Look back on those. Those videos are on our YouTube channel if anyone wants to see why I'm not talking about tennis. The new Tifo case hit from Topps Chrome. Thoughts on this?
Yep. I like it, but you know what? I'm going to say it, and I've said it many a time, and I cannot give advice to Topps. I cannot give advice to Fanatics for whatever reason, whatever which way you spin it. Panini can shit out case hits that people just eat up and love, and whatever Topps do just isn't up to scratch. And like this might be different. Do not get me wrong, but I'm looking at that Salah, and I'm very confident I'll be able to buy it for about €40 when it comes in.
Right.
But
yeah.
If the same design was happening and it said Panini Prizm, I wouldn't be able to touch it for less than €100, and I don't know why. There's some science happening there, maybe. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and I love that they're trying to push case hits and they're kind of change it up for whatever reason. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the science is. I would pay big money to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Panini case hits just hit in a way. And I'm not saying that like I prefer them. I'm just saying the market just treats them different. I think Panini just created some new case hit and I thought it looked shite and everyone was like, look at this. They were all buzzing.
Yeah, that was Sublime, was it?
No, there's another one. There's a new one.
Another one?
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't think I'll even be able to find it.
The second case hit has hit Panini product.
Yeah, something else. And everyone was going crazy about it. And I went, I literally looked at it and said, if Topps did this exact thing, people would call it shite. And it'd be going for €10. People are going, look at this. I might have seen it in a basketball product. I don't know.
Wow. It is a kind of an enduring mystery.
That is a good case hit, by the way. But like I thought Jogo Bonito was too. I thought the hero thing, I don't know if that was a case hit, but I thought that was good too. Like they've had, like Topps have had case hits, but they're just not doing what and I don't know why. I don't know why
either.
It's a great mystery.
There was also news in terms of redemptions. Now, obviously, Topps soccer redemptions are not very common at all. They're much
just
more common
at the moment that I'm aware of.
Yeah. So, but if you have a Ronaldinho redemption, or you have a product that you can get a Ronaldinho redemption in, good news for you, because Topps tweeted the following the other day on the first day of their industry conference. We know redemptions are a pain point for collectors. We've been working hard to make progress and we're excited to make a few announcements. 1 year ago, we had over 70,000 redemptions owed to collectors. Today, that number is below 10,000. You had over 70,000 redemptions owed to collectors. Number 2, moving forward, redemptions. I can only imagine. Redemptions will now have a 10-year expiration date instead of 2 years. Also, we are backdating this program to all redemption cards where the product year is 21-22, 2022, or more recent. The 10-year expiration window will be true regardless of what the expiration date is stated on the card. 3, year over year, the amount of redemption cards going into products is down substantially. We plan to make even more progress in the near future, and we look forward to keeping you updated along the way. Heart emoji from Tops. Enzo, react.
That feels like one of the easiest wins Fanatics could have done walking into the industry, if you know what I mean. How can we kind of, all right, let's tighten this ship here, and then it's positive change for collectors, and it's a big win. So I think that's like, it was a low-hanging fruit, in my opinion, and that comes from the opinion of someone that doesn't hit a lot of redemptions. I haven't really suffered too much with them.
Yes.
Although I've hit some Panini redemptions and I've been waiting a very long time, so I do understand, like, if you hit if you hit Ronaldinho and you're just sitting here waiting for it, you're fuming, so I understand it fully. But I do think it was kind of a low-hanging fruit and something that they said, oh, we could really just put a team on that and get that sorted and get our contracts done a different way or whatever and just get that fixed. And if we do that, that'll be a huge benefit. So it's kind of like easy win, but again, easier said than done. They've done it. I like it. It's obviously a huge benefit.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I think they almost in that tweet there where they start the tweet off by saying, we know redemptions are a huge pain point for collectors. Like, that pain point is extremely kind of a corporate, user experience language, and very kind of like what I would call like focus group language.
It's also like creating the problem to then provide a solution kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not a problem. It is an absolute problem. But I'm saying, like, as soon as they walked in, they were like, redemptions, everyone hates them. And it's like, oh, we don't. Like, we complain a lot, but it's like, it's not. Can you give us a checklist in advance? It's like, there's other problems.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it was an easy win, I think. A win. Like, it's like, let's take this win. We can do it. But it's like, there are other things you could also do. It's kind of it's a win. You have to give them the flowers, but it's like, it's not. It's just, it's an easy win. I can't describe. I'm trying to think of a good example of it, but it's just an easy win.
No, I think it's like when you see, when I don't know, when kind of Crystal Palace beat Manchester United, and it's like, were Palace good or were United poor? It's like one of those things. It's like, is this kind of the new regime doing something great, or is it just a testament to how miserable the old regime was?
Yeah, have they come in and are they performing exceptionally, or have they just decided to start fixing it?
Yes,
but regardless, the solution is a positive thing.
Still a positive thing. It's also, I think, interesting because obviously it's been framed as solving a pain point for collectors. I do also think if you are ramping up production of products, if you're going to increase the number of products and you're going to have your own breaking platform, Fanatics Live, where you want people to be able to break products, then making sure that those products have as long a shelf life as possible is incredibly important.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you come in and you look at, like, okay, do we want to have to sell all of this product immediately, or do we want to be able to, have it on hobby shop shelves or with our breakers or whatever for a long, long time? The second one. It is kind of like redemptions are kind of slightly self-destructive, I think, for companies. Because on the one hand, it's like, the idea is like, yeah, open these boxes, get your redemptions because they expire within 2 years. But then if you kind of start producing product to beyond the point where it's reasonable to expect that it'll all be ripped in 2 years, then it's like, right, we got to do something about these redemptions because I'm not planning to turn these printers off anytime soon.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it extends the shelf life of products, which definitely helps. I often have people complaining to me about some products that we have older, going, give me a deal, the redemptions are nearly expired inside that, and it's like, what are you talking about? But I understand as well, that's going to change the value of the product, so this has helped that for sure.
We talked about the Bundesliga earlier. Topps Chrome Bundesliga coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. We miss it. The 101s include genuine diamonds this time.
Genuine diamonds.
A new edition of Bundesliga cards for Topps Chrome arrives with the new anniversary pack that includes that can include extra ink, one per case, and then some new twist on Chrome, like the embedded diamond card above as part of the Bundesliga 60th anniversary. I thought it was their 60th anniversary last season, but
was this not like still last season?
This is 23-24.
Yeah, like the Lothar Matthäus set was also 23-24. That was a 60th anniversary.
Oh my god! I just did. Do you know the Tintin meme where he goes, "Oh, what a week," and he goes, "Captain, it's Wednesday."
Yeah, that's what that is. 100%.
What a season, Jason! So it's only May.
A new edition of Bundesliga cards. I want to read that again. So I know you read it, but stop there. Chrome arrives with new anniversary packs. So is that basically going to be the same as the Topps Chrome flagship, Topps flagship, which had the Chrome pack, the promo black pack? So is this saying every box is going to have one of those like promo packs, and in it you might get an autograph or you might get this diamond thing?
Could be.
Or is it saying some boxes have an extra pack and some don't? No, look, one autograph per 21 pack hobby box.
So the extra pack
is the one, must be.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically could get 2 autographs in a box of Topps Chrome Bundesliga. Get your wallet out.
New anniversary packs that include extra ink. So presumably one in every case, those packs has an auto in it.
Okay. So there's a case hit autograph, basically.
Basically, yeah. I think that's what they're saying.
Design, Jason, what's your thoughts on the design? The Chrome design?
The design, kind of a little bit like we saw with UCC flagship, sort of a throwback.
Yeah, right. There's kind of a
earlier soccer, kind of Bundesliga Chrome 2018-19 kind of feel.
Yeah, bit of 1920 to it, I think.
Yeah. Let me see. The base set will include
flagship, isn't it? Sorry to cut you off.
Different to UCC flagship. Yeah.
Does that always happen? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they always have different designs because remember on the Jude class, the Bundesliga design is much better than the Champions League design.
Correct.
The basics. This is a very detailed basics thing. Let me just get through this real quick. The base set will include 100 cards with a deep refractor rainbow this time. Among rarer inserts will be the top 11 cards found 2 per case with gold, orange, red, and 1 of 1 super refractors for parallels. Joining them will be time travelers, 1 per case with only...
Rarer inserts will be top 11 cards found 2 per case with ours. Yeah, sorry. Thought that was case hit of a red or... Yeah. Sorry.
Then joining them will be time travelers, 1 per case with only reds and supers.
Oh, that's basically what I thought the other one was, and now that's it. So you wait, 1 per case?
Yeah, time travelers insert 1 per case, but there's only reds and supers.
So you open a case, you're guaranteed an odd 5 or a super.
I cannot believe that.
Bundesliga is back.
Back, baby.
Just about. Time travel. But yeah, assuming time travelers is just all
legends.
Yeah. Must be.
No, right. Sorry. I think they're saying it's a bit like Kaboom. Kaboom having like there are parallels of it, but it's 1 per case. A case hit, and there are some parallels. So there are base reds and supers.
You sure? Maybe.
I think I have to because the other one, the print would be too small otherwise.
Yeah, it just sounds too good to be
true.
There
aren't 200 time travelers or whatever. Even
that's
if there were,
yeah, you're right. You're right. We're fools.
Also in there will be Let's Go cards for 10 players with just the 2 parallels, as well as Hobby Masters 1 in 4 cases. More standard inserts are Titans 1963 Tops in the anniversary pack and Ultra Beam Titans. Anniversary relics. There'll be Diamond anniversary relics that parallel the 100 card base set and will each be a 1 of 1 card. Autograph parallels will be found for base parallels, as well as inserts. Dual and triple auto cards, with duals having 5 parallels and triples having 3. That's exactly what you were talking about earlier, Enzo.
Wait. Dual and triple with duals having 5 parallels and triples having 3. Duals having 5 parallels. Does it mean of 5s, or is it saying there's
up
5
to
different
75
parallels
instead of up to 199 kind of thing? Yeah, maybe so. But they're going in your direction. They just haven't quite got there yet.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Yeah. Ink in the anniversary packs will be 1963s with orange. Okay, this is slightly confusing, all this, but there's the parallels.
There was one that people were complaining about. I don't know if it was this one. No, there was some like.
Was it Finest?
No, there's a Ferris wheel parallel and Finest maybe, yeah, or maybe it might have been a Panini product. I don't know. I'll shut up.
We can find out if you want.
No, I feel giddy.
All right.
So this Bundesliga 60 years foil, Jason. Number to 60.
Yeah.
That's Bundesliga. Oh, that's the top 11 there, Jason. Look, you can see it in the back.
So it is.
There you go. We've cracked that one.
Top 11 auto.
And
what did we say about that? That only has reds and supers.
What's the one on the far right?
Hobby Masters.
Oh, right. That's fine.
That's going to be
no, I don't think Red and Super.
Chrome.
Red and Super was Time Travelers, Jason. This other one has loads of stuff. Yeah. We'll never know. In fairness, like I look at that, I read Blowout's buzzwordiness, and like that does look like people sat around the table and said, "How do we make Bundesliga less shite?" And they came up with a variety of ideas. I don't know if that's going to work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating Bundesliga at all.
Yeah,
you never catch me doing that. But they're trying. But I think Bundesliga is a bit of a lost cause unless some youths pop up. Basically, do you know what I mean?
Yes. what is the kind of the again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where you have like the players that you're printed in the Bundesliga. There has to be, you have to get really lucky that there's like someone that plays for Wolfsburg that isn't in UCC products, that is amazing, is already signed to,
whoever,
and has autographs or whatever. I don't know. It's tough. It's very tough.
Like, having said that, again, if you look at it from the point of view of someone in Germany that likes the league, collects any team in it, who cares if they're in Champions League or not?
Yeah.
That should be, at face value, a decent product to rip.
Certainly. And if you're a Heidenheim fan and you're from a town of 50,000 people and it's incredible that you're in the Bundesliga, then to have this year of Bundesliga products where you can collect your players just as the same as you would if you were a Bayern fan or a Dortmund fan, brilliant, fantastic. But like you were saying earlier, it all essentially comes down to price, because that Heidenheim fan might go, oh my God, my friends who are all Dortmund fans have been collecting cards for ages and I'm a Heidenheim fan, never had cards. Maybe I'll get involved. And then it's like, how much is a box of Bundesliga Chrome? That is the crucial factor.
That's it. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah. In Panini Land.
Yeah, that was a good product breakdown, Jason. It's been a while since we've really dug into one of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gotta give a shout out to Blowout Card Forums
for that.
Putting it all together. The Copa America is happening this summer. And we have Panini Prizm announced.
Panini Prizm Copa America?
Panini Prizm Copa America. Ever? Yeah.
We see blasters, we see megas, I believe. I've seen a mega somewhere.
Right.
We've yet to see hobby, but it's safe to assume. Very safe to assume.
Accidentally clicked onto this. Although, Enzo, you say it's safe to assume, but look what happened with the Women's World Cup.
Oh, that's very true. What does this say? Blaster. Is there two types of blasters?
Mega
and mega.
Blaster pack 4 cards, blaster box 6 packs. So you can get a blaster pack or a blaster box or a mega box.
Right, so maybe there is no hobby box, you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Now, I think like Toy Wiz are kind of a retail.
They're
going to have the
they wouldn't be having hobby.
Yeah, so maybe it's like the blaster box and the mega is going to be like the blaster and the hobby blaster that we had with the Women's World Cup, or maybe there is going to be a Euro 2016 style hobby release.
Yeah, another example of Panini doing what they can with the licenses they have, and you gotta love it, because I feel like Panini they've lost huge battles with NBA and NFL and what have you, but it's making them lean into soccer, which is wonderful. It
is. The couple of players that are quite exciting to have, obviously Endrick from Brazil.
That's the big one. Come on, Endrick with a rookie logo, boom,
in the Brazil kit. Before he even has a Real Madrid card.
Ooh, that'll be a beautiful rookie. Sorry, leave.
So that's very exciting. These countries are in the Copa America. If you're just wondering who's going to be covered: Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, the United States, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, and Venezuela.
Very, very, very nice.
And it's in the USA.
The location of, when is that on? Is that June?
I think the same time as the Euros.
So we won't be in the United States of America, is what I'm saying. I really could have done that road trip, Jason.
My God, you should have just
2 months in America. That's it. Yeah. I should just live there. What am I doing?
What are you doing here?
I could be on Fanatics Live.
And by the way, watch out for Kendry Paez rookie cards as well for Ecuador.
You're letting the cat out of the bag, Jason. It's early. It's only the 2nd of May here. You're giving people. Well, people are writing this down.
I'm about to tell you that in his last 5 games, as of last week, this is on FT Talent Scout on Twitter. Of his last 5 games, 5 of his recent games for Independiente del Valle, we have a goal versus Universidad Católica, an assist versus Mushuk Runa, a goal and an assist in the Libertadores versus Palmeiras.
Now I'm impressed.
Yeah, not just doing it on the Ecuadorian league. And an assist versus Imbabura, 16 years of age, one of the most exciting talents in world football.
Right, we'll see if Panini knew about him.
They have to include him. He's a superstar. In the making.
He's 16. Like, you might not be able to throw a 16-year-old in a product. You don't know the
You
laws.
can.
Wow.
You can, of course.
You can, absolutely.
You can, of
Jason,
course. Stick them in.
That's a box I think you'd be giddy to open, isn't it?
I would love to open that box.
And they'll have their Kaboom cases or something, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Do they ever put Kaboom in Prizm? I don't even. Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah, it happens. Premier League Prizm.
Yeah, that's it. Who knows what's going to happen, Jason? That's good. Like, I mean, that's, again, I think the soccer fans in us all are benefiting by Panini getting gutted and realizing they have nice brands and they need to just buy licenses. And I still am of the belief we're going to get a league product this year, because I genuinely cannot believe they'll wait for Mbappe to leave the league before they do it.
Right. That would be insane if they did that. But yeah, we'll see, because it's getting tight.
It is. It is. The season's almost done. My God, they've already won the league.
They've already won the league, yeah. We had a couple of questions left over from our Q&A episode.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
One is from NL Footy Cards, and he asks, has your opinion of Alejandro Garnacho changed after seeing him play regularly for a full season?
No.
No, not really.
No, I think he's good. I don't think he's invest worthy necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, his prices are very healthy.
People love him. I mean, like,
people love him.
He's a good player. Like, I'm not gonna.
He's a good player. He's not a great player.
United are so messy. It's hard for a young talent to flourish there at the moment, regardless of who they are. As we've seen with Jadon Sancho, Jason.
Certainly, we did.
There you go. I don't know. It's hard to know. Like, that's it. Like, for me, if it's not a player that absolutely blows my brain, I'm not running to it. You know, like, Haaland blew my brain when he was doing crazy shit for Dortmund. I was like, this fella's different. He's brilliant. He's unbelievable. Garnacho's a talented player. Don't get me wrong. He's a talented player. Ousmane Dembele is a talented player.
Yep.
You know, like I've seen Garnacho before, kind of a thing. That's how I feel. Rashford was brilliant when he burst onto the scene.
Yeah.
Julian Alvarez
down the Argentine route.
But Julian Alvarez is unbelievable. Angel Di Maria. But like, Julian Alvarez is unbelievable. But even it's like, I've seen Aguero do what Aguero did, so I'm not like, Julian Alvarez is not doing anything he didn't do. Obviously, in terms of trophies winning, he got lucky and won certain trophies at such a fast age, such a young age. And he's been unreal. But it's like, I've seen a talented striker before. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're not kind of blown away.
No, but I do think like the Premier League season of the Premier League products where Julian Alvarez and him were rookies, which was obviously last season, is solid. That's solid, because it's very rare to kind of have a Premier League product that has two really, really, really good rookies in it and some other talented players. You're getting Haaland autographs, etc. in it. So, like, yeah, my opinion hasn't changed. Bless him for doing what he's doing. Let's not forget
Big Evan Ferguson, by the way.
Sorry, Jason. So I seen your face. I said, "What is he?
What's he frowning about?"
Yeah, what's he devastated about over there?
Yeah, I can tell you.
No, it hasn't changed. If anything, it's almost less impressive, because it's like, I haven't looked at his stats, but I'm sure if I look at his stats, it's like he played 30 games and this is all he's done, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Would you like to hear his stats?
Yeah, go on, throw them at me.
In the Premier League this season, Alejandro Garnacho has played 32 matches, has started 26 of them.
Okay.
So he started 26 out of a 38 game season.
Yeah.
He has 4 assists and 7 goals.
And in fairness, you could kick on from that. He's young enough to kick on from that, and then, you know, listen, for the player for the age that he is, the team that he's at, and how poor they're performing, those are decent stats. But again, they're not exploding my brain. I suppose
I can tell you this.
Okay.
Kieran Trippier has 10 assists.
He's a wizard, though, to be fair.
Okay.
I would say this.
Yeah.
Garnacho's price is already baked into the fact that he's has the potential to be this wonderful, amazing player. I think Garnacho has the potential in 1 or 2 seasons to kind of have a purple patch like Cole Palmer's having now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he could kick on and have maybe have a 15 to 20 goal season, like, as an absolute best case scenario. But I don't think that's going to happen necessarily. If it does, great. But I don't know. I don't know. It's not like he's not. People do. I'm not hating on him. I want to say that. I do think like, when I watch United, I want the ball to go to him. He is like one of the best players that they have, which is so impressive at his age. But I'm also just, to be honest, I think we're just in the post-Messi Ronaldo era where it's very hard to get impressed. That's basically how I think I'm feeling. I've seen too much.
Yeah, I agree. I can tell you this. There are 50 players in the league with more assists, and there are 37 players in the league with more goals this season.
Yeah, so you're saying stop fixating on him. Tell me about.
I'm saying, I think I look at Alejandro Garnacho's prices, and then I look at Cole Palmer's prices, and the whole thing breaks down. Yeah. Which again goes back to that conversation I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
which is it's about more than just player performance.
100%. Yeah, for sure. I think we still have like an on-5 Garnacho. Actually, I need to find it. I might not. I might have sold that at the card
before
show.
This podcast comes out.
Nah, I might have sold it at the card show. I'm starting to think now. Oh, I'm devastated if so.
All right. And then finally, we're going to finish on this question from Kevin that we didn't get to last week. And actually, Kevin had asked it in plenty of time, but I just didn't catch it when I was reading out the question.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin says, Jason has a pretty high batting average for picking out rookies a season or two before everyone else. It's getting less and less true as time goes by, but thank you, Kevin. What does he consider his biggest hit and his biggest miss in rookie terms?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think there has been really there's been massive misses, I suppose. Like, but in terms of hits,
who are the massive misses?
I don't know. I suppose, like, I'm just trying to think who I've mentioned that I have. Yeah, can you think of anybody I've ever mentioned? Because I'm blanking.
No, I'm not never mentioned. The mentioned I'm giving you Darwin Núñez.
Right.
You noticed that he only pretty much had rookies in Obsidian, and that was a good buy, and they went crazy priced. Mohamed Kudus, you picked him out before the World Cup. He had an incredible World Cup. I think Victor Osimhen and Kavicha, you were early on both of them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Julian Alvarez, you were buying the
Julian Alvarez. I think we can take credit for. Yeah.
Yeah, you were buying Panini Instants out of Argentina before he made the move to Man City. Big misses. I mean, I think everyone kind of has to put Cole Palmer down as a miss, because I seen him and just looked at him the same way I look at Liam Delap and just say, this is a player that probably shouldn't even have a rookie card. He's just kind of thrown in here.
Yeah,
and the season that he's just had, it's hard to deny him. So I think that counts as a miss, I would say.
That's true. I suppose I was thinking of misses as people I picked that didn't work out, but actually the more likely misses are ones that I didn't pick out.
There's one that you picked out, and it's not fair to say it, I don't think. Your man that played for Celta Vigo, he moved to Saudi.
Oh, what was his? By the way, this is we're live now on the podcast, seeing what happens when you move to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Jason can't remember. Oh, what was his name?
What was his name? Yeah,
he was brilliant. I've completely blanked it as well, and I've hit his cards in Mosaic, because he had Mosaic. Remember, he had the year before.
Oh,
Gabriel Vega.
Gabby Vega.
Gabby Vega. Yeah. That kind of counts as a miss, even though he could very likely come back to Europe and have a great career. But it's just,
I would say that probably does count as a miss. Yeah,
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't think we ever hyped Fatty, although we might have done. I feel like when that season came out, I was all about Haaland. I wasn't going near Fatty. Everyone was like Haaland and Fatty, and they had the same kind of prices. And I was like, "Is that mad?"
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, I think we've been criticized many times
Lukaku.
for.
That's me.
Lukaku, yeah,
that's you. Me. I really believe in that boy. He's still young,
but he's so young. I mean, like, you look at something like I was looking the other day at a member of the Jude class, kind of an unofficial member of the Jude class, Joshua Xerxes, who's just about to qualify for Champions League with Bologna, Thiago Montes Bologna, and he's been around a lot. I think he's been at Anderlecht, obviously he's at Bayern, a couple of loan spells now at Bologna, kind of bagging him in, and Arsenal are interested. Somebody might spend 80 million quid on him this summer, and he has rookie cards in Jude class Chrome, but doesn't have a rookie logo.
Okay, that throws you off.
That does throw you off.
We kind of give up on him a little bit.
Yeah, I would say Florian Wirtz kind of not committing to his
rookie.
Is the kind of the yeah. It's so tough because there's so many different factors. Like even like the Obsidian kind of run there was mostly based around the fact that they didn't have many rookie cards. So if it does work out even a little bit, you're in the money.
Yeah, you have it. Yeah, I think that's a good election. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, Jude class, there was a lot that popped off very well. There was others that kind of disappeared. But I always try to think of misses as someone that we really never give time to. And Cole Palmer probably goes for me. I'm like, there's so many autographs in that 21-22 Chrome with him. Like, I seen that, like, oh, fucking Cole Palmer, fuck's sake. Yeah, I didn't care it was rookie auto. I was like, this fucking guy, he's never going to do that in that Man City. And he has a weird rookie now that he's doing well at Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea fans want to buy a Man City card, so it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, and the Man City fans aren't necessarily saying, "Oh, he's our product, so that's fantastic," and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think like his. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that is going to happen more and more in the Premier League, by the way, because you end up with the Premier League clubs are now so financially advanced that they've had to get more used to selling to each other, like Cole Palmer to, obviously particularly Chelsea, Cole Palmer to Man City, or Mason Mount to Man United. And so that kind of thing of like, you don't necessarily mind if he came from Borussia Dortmund, you're happy to buy his rookie cards, but if he comes from a Premier League rival, you don't necessarily want it. That might have to evolve because Premier League clubs in the future are going to have to sell and trade more and more with each other.
Does Mason Mount make the list?
Does Mason Mount make the list? He might just,
undefeatable, undroppable, unstoppable, and he very much
unstoppable, undroppable. Make it Mason Mount, yeah.
Now, in fairness, we were live reporting on his live performances. Not like we were prospecting him. We were like, "Jesus, he's unbelievable." But
that's true. Yeah.
He has disappeared off the face. Like, not disappeared, but you know what I mean. He has had a fall from grace in a very big way.
Completely, yeah.
Mason Greenwood.
I think you could look back through the records and.
I think we probably treated him similar to how we treated Garnacho, although his ability to finish was different class. Like, there was a difference to him when he was scoring goals. Like, it really did feel like he was scoring goals differently.
He was a goal scorer as opposed to a tricky winger.
Yeah, but obviously, and you look back through there, whether you're talking about Pedri with injuries, I know Pedri's still in the mix, but like huge injuries there. It's like, and Fati more so, huge injuries. It's hard. You look back and you there's so many factors that can kind of catch you up while you are.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why now, like, we spend less time on the show picking people out and prospecting them, because it's almost like we've been through some of these guys that were 17, 18 when we started the podcast are now, 20, 21, 22.
And millionaires, and look at you, still talking about them.
Yeah, and I'm like, he didn't really work out. Meanwhile, he's on an 8-year contract at 250 grand a week. He's like, I'm fine. Thanks very much.
I'm doing perfectly fine.
Appreciate your concern. It did work out. My family have all been raised to a new level of generational wealth.
Doku kind of came out, yeah. Doku, obviously, making that move to City was a big kind of revival for him after a very good Euros. Euros kind of hyped him up. Federico Chiesa's pretty much been injured since he won the European Championship. Fucking Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's
the most famous. Episode one, we're like, they're not going to be at Madrid any longer. And look at them now. Come on, stop.
They're the biggest misses for sure.
And that was all you. That was all your opinion coming in. And you set the
all right. Okay. I
went along with you, but it was a disgrace. No, the two of them, like Vinny Jr. I mean, in fairness, we couldn't have ever predicted Carlo Ancelotti going to Madrid and going, "Here, score, will you?" And then he just.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't think they would not be the players they are today without Carlo Ancelotti's tutelage.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
I'm just saying.
Vinny Jr. is a force to be reckoned with now. Rodrigo,
the miss was Carlo Ancelotti. The miss wasn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Understand, but. Rodrigo still hasn't done it for me. Like, I'm still looking at him going,
he's missed the Champions League. He's got incredible stats.
No, I know, but I'm still, he's not for me. Vinny Jr., you love watching him play. He's a different breed.
Yeah, he's incredible. He is incredible. And I will say, that's probably the biggest miss.
Definitely. It's actually embarrassing.
Yeah.
The episode 1 should be deleted from the catalogue, Jason.
And yet.
No, we'll stand by it.
We've seen too much. We stand by. Carlo,
it's important to see what can and can't happen. Like, you look at Endrick going to Madrid now, like that. You have to look at that. Like, is that going to be? Will he hit the ground running? Will he disappear? Like, you don't know. I assume hit the ground running. Apparently, he's very, very, very good. But it's like, you never know. You never know. That's the beauty of the game.
I think that's a good note to end on. We will be back on Tuesday for episode 221. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you then.
That's it. We've actually done ourselves proud because now we're not recording on bank holidays. We don't have to think, it's a bank holiday. But Tuesday, it's genius, Jason. It's genius.
So you miss Vinny, but you get one once in a while.
There you go.
Okay, bye-bye, everyone.